Hi everyone, it's Maria Dismondy and I'm coming to you live from Michigan. We are doing another publisher series interview. Super excited to have Robin here today from Diplomat Books. So if you're tuning in right now, you're going to want to stick around. It's going to be a brief, probably about 15-minute interview where Robin tells you all about this creative press that she had rocking and rolling. So she is on her way. She will be in here shortly. You can find out more about Diplomat Books online, and she's going to tell you all about that. But something that really caught my eyes and my ears about Diplomat Books, first, the books are beautiful. They are super vivid, colorful. And second, something that I love about what they're doing is that they are dedicated to planting seeds of curiosity, which is just so cool. They're all about curiosity. They're inquisitive. They're welcoming. And very contagious. Oh, here's Robin.
Hi.
Yay.
Trying to adjust this. Hold on a sec. Wait, I need to go this way. Okay, sorry. Hi.
Welcome. So I just introduced you to everyone. I told them a little bit about your company and how amazing the idea. I didn't really get into the idea, but I said that your books are very bright and colorful and that they are really about curiosity. So why don't you tell us a little bit about why you started this?
Yeah, no, that's a good intro. Sorry. Is it easier if I just need a little technical thing. Is it easier if I hold it? There you go.
There you go. Perfect.
So I've always been a traveler and a storyteller, like since I was a kid. And like almost 10 years ago, I started a travel blog. And the whole idea behind the blog was to connect family and friends to where I was going and show it that people, wherever you go in the world, it's exactly the same, except you eat different food, the language is different, the experience is different, but then ultimately, it's what's behind it is people are the same. We have the same needs for affection and everything is the same. Just those are the minor differences. So I started on this journey of trying to explain to people and show people that to not be afraid of each other, not just your neighbors, but afraid of other people. And at the heart of all that was learning. Travel taught me to be fearless and to open mind and brave and really empathetic towards others. And I had no idea what that was really like. I never realized it was a special skill set until I started writing a book about it. And I was literally blogging and I was like, oh, I wish there was a book about traveling and connecting people that just didn't entertain, but engaged people and taught them values around that.
Awesome. Now tell me about the first book. Like when was it available? And because I've seen that there's a lot more coming out too, which is awesome.
Yes. So actually, the first book officially went on the front list this month, a week ago, and the first book goes around the United States. Thank you. And so it's about the character Robin, which is based on me, but it's a warm and welcoming bird. And the whole series is going to have the adventures of Robin and what she does. And it's all about being creative and engaging and basically just imagining the what if, being curious. That's at the heart of the character, is just being curious to try. And you might fail, but at least you've gotten in the mindset and you've tried things. That's the heart of it. So the first book is a journey around the United States. We visited about 22 places. I mean, the United States is a massive, amazing, big country, so you could only take a little snippet of it, but we have fun and we engage, and in some places it's history, some places culture, some places it's nature. And regardless of what it is, it's all about being curious about finding what connects to you, what resonates with you, whether it is history or outdoors or language or food. And she gets into a little bit of trouble, of course, because that's just my personality. But that's the first book that's out there. And in a few weeks,
I love that. And I just want to hop in real quick and thank everyone for tuning in. And we do, since your book is about travel and it's about journeying to new places, anyone who's joining in, if you could please comment below and let us know where you're actually viewing this from, I think that would be awesome. And Robin, tell me, is it a 32-page picture book?
It's 26 pages, 26 images, really colorful. I live in color. I believe in color. Lots of cool creative details. It's super fun when you go to schools and you show it to them and they find all those little details, like how her cheeks color. They change colors with the different emotions or expressions or activities, and lots of hidden details. My life motto is dream, plan, go. So we've hidden that in different places, and that's all about having an idea and trying to figure out how to get it done, right? Just breaking it down, making plans and just going after it and just seeing what's going to happen.
I love it. So the first book is literally coming out right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that is about the United States. And if you're tuning in right now, this is Robin Barone, and she is from Diplomat Books, and she just has this amazing idea. Because, Robin, it's not stopping with that first book. So tell us what's coming.
Yeah, certainly. So the next book coming out at the start of next year is about Los Angeles. And it's literally right at print. We just finished all the approvals, which is super excited. It was drawn by another talented illustrator, Rachel, who was phenomenal to work with. I built up a team of people to help me get content out. And then later in the spring, in April, a book illustrated by the illustrator Dan Lee is coming out, and that's on Washington, D.C., which, if you haven't been to Washington, D.C., it's a phenomenally, I mean, it's our capital, but we have so much history and culture, and it's just a fabulous place to visit, especially for your families and kids, and there's so much history and a lot of national pride. And then the goal is eventually we'll be covering the United States in the next 2 years. With Philadelphia is coming out later in the fall, and then it'll be followed by San Francisco, New York, where I live, and Chicago. And
Detroit. What about Detroit?
Detroit's in the so Detroit is actually in the book, the first book.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I featured because I addressed the history with Ford and the Model T and the history of music. So there's a scene where she's driving the Model T to a show in Detroit, because Detroit has such a huge musical, cultural background that normally I feel is lost in the bigger picture. But there's such huge history, and there's so much amazing, in Detroit right now, there's so many amazing things happening from Quicken and Shinola, and there's a huge revitalization effort, and there's so much history that is not being, I mean, you know what, you live it, so it's being pulled up.
Yes. So there really isn't. I have to tell you, recently I heard the CEO of Shinola speak, and his big thing was like community with his employees and just that revitalization, like you said. So let's piggyback on what you were talking about. So you have these books, and this is what really why I wanted to interview you, because you're not just doing books. You were talking about a journal that's available, and you're talking about these online activities that you have available. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so part of my mission is, and this is maybe because my mom's a teacher, is you don't just entertain, you can educate at the same time. Like, I think learning can be fun, should be fun. It doesn't have to be concrete and defined. And part of it is I'm hoping to champion like curiosity and the spirit around curiosity. And at the heart of being curious really is that whole what if and imagining it and finding connection to what resonates with you. So for example, it's not going to be the same for all of us. I think in our school system, we're drilled to everybody learn the same thing at the same time, which is not really how people connect. And so
no, that's out the door. That's the old way.
Yes, exactly. And so it's basically a series of questions and activities to kind of give people, when I go into schools, I do the talk called Dream Plan Go, where we break down, what's your idea? Let's break it down. Like, what do you think you need to do to learn more, or to go back to it, or advance on the idea? And then just start doing it, like put a date and go. And so we've taken the illustrations from the books, and we've created a really colorful journal, and it's going to be available for people. And if people online today want to see a copy, I'm happy to get them out an advanced copy to play around with. If you email me at robin@diplomatbooks.com, I'm happy to send off a PDF file. And it's all about imagining the what if and asking and kind of challenging. At the heart of curiosity is being open-minded and almost like a child. And this is good for adults too, not just kids, but imagining the what if and breaking it down and understanding where your ideas come from, where are those beliefs from, and how you can, it's not so much challenging them, but it's testing them out. It's going beyond the surface. For many people, that's uncomfortable. For me, I live in the uncomfortable all the time. So you need to, you're an entrepreneur, so you get that, like, you see an idea, you want to make it possible, you're resilient, and you just keep knocking on doors and asking questions, and then all of a sudden this little idea that won't go away, because curiosity is kind of like an itch, really, or it's like you scratch on it and then it gets bigger and then you chase after it. And at the heart of it really is solving them. For me, it's like solving a mystery. If I'm curious about something and I start asking questions and digging in, almost like a journalist. But that's my
awesome.
personality.
Yeah, you're a problem solver. And what I wanted to tell you, I have a huge community of teachers on Instagram. So if I can, I'm going to share a picture of our interview and bring those people from Instagram over here to watch the rebroadcast.
Okay.
So anyone who is listening now, I will put a link to your email in the comments below so that they can reach out. Because you said that the PDF is available via your email.
Yes.
And I know you have a new website that's going to be going live.
Yes.
Where would you send someone listening to purchase these books?
So you can go right now, Amazon's the best place, but in a few weeks, my website, which is whereisrobin.org, or you can go, I'm available at any bookstore nationally. If it's not on the shelves, go find your local bookstore. I'm a big local bookstore person. I think it's the heart of community. I mean, booksellers, some of these people are really wonderful people if you really get to know them and you ask them questions. And but I'm a big fan of go to your local store and ask them. All stores can carry my book. It's very easy. It takes a day to get it. They don't have it already in the store. Barnes & Noble, of course, they're great. But local stores have that character and community, and you can talk to. I have a lot of old-fashioned values, so you can go talk to the store owner most time and tell them like what you like, and they help curate. They're just like travel agents of sorts for books. So I'm a big fan of that. And also your local library. Some libraries have picked us up. You can request that they carry it. Libraries
and
are
is
also
it hardcover?
It's a hardcover book. It's 8x11 hardcover. It's actually been bought as a coffee table book by people without kids because of the color. It jazzes up your bookshelf really nicely. If you collect, some people collect coffee table books, but it's a really great. It's actually been a really great gift for kids ages 4 to 8. And this is for the aunts and the grandparents out there. That's the biggest selling point. They've bought it for kids, and the kids have loved it, and parents have regifted it. And I'm very grateful that they've connected to the character and what I'm trying to do, because it was a small idea that really saw a bigger vision, and got to see where it's going to go.
Dream, plan, go. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's my motto. Dream, plan, go.
I love Dream, Plan, Go. And anyone who's listening, this is the perfect time right now to purchase it for a gift, for the holidays. And Robin, I have to tell you, when we first met back in April at a publishing conference, you had given me this handout, and it was kind of like a map.
Yeah.
It was it was a small booklet, and then it opened up, and that's the same as the illustrations in your book, right?
Right. That's the map that pulls out. So every book has a full up map, so you can follow, like literally journey around and go on an adventure. So that's how we engage people, so they can not just see the image, but you can connect down to where is it relative to other things.
Okay, you're gonna love this about this story, the map. So I came home with 3 maps, and I gave one to each of my children, and their ages are 3, 6, and 8. My 3-year-old slept with the map for 2 weeks.
Oh,
like went to sleep with the map. He loved it. He would open it up, and because of his age, he would say, "So, Mama, where's my school on here? Mama, where is Grandma and Grandpa's house on here?" So I literally made it up, but I was like, "Oh, see this picture here?" And then I started telling him, because it's beautiful, and there's artifacts, and it's just gorgeous. Started teaching him from the map.
Oh, fantastic.
Then somebody ripped the map. We taped it. I mean, this map.
I'll send you some more. I can send you more.
It was awesome. And it was just, so if that's a testament of your book, I mean, my children loved it. And so I can't wait to get myself a copy.
Yeah, thank you. Those are the maps. When I go to schools, I give every kid a map, and I give them out. I'm a big, we grew up with Keystone AAA travel maps. Like literally, my mom would plan trips at AAA. And so I grew up being a map person. So wherever I go, I collect maps of all my travels, from the Weird Travel Guides to the local Chamber of Commerce. And they'll be crumpled up. I know people can use GPS, but I will use a map. And it'll be crumpled up and disintegrating. And
that's cool.
And I save them. For me, it's very special. But I think for your son or whoever, it's fun, because then you can mark where you go, or at the very least, if 3-year-old, it's aspiring, or it's planting the idea, there's this world that's so much bigger than my little corner of the world, and awareness of, wow, and you're in the heart of the United States, but the United States is a massive country, and there's so much to see and do. And if I could just inspire people, when I started, I wanted to inspire people to travel outside the United States to understand how impactful America is. But when you can just look at the United States in itself, we're so different in our own country, especially with the political environment lately. We are so different, but our values are ultimately the same because we believe in freedom, but we have different, issues and just the country, like the geology, from mountains to lakes to prairies.
Yeah.
We have everything, and there's so much here that you don't even have to leave, but it's amazing if you get a chance to leave. And like, I live in New York City and you're in the Midwest, to have the opportunity to go and see these different places and experience the people and the culture and how they just hospitality.
Absolutely. And for anyone listening, there's a lot of research, and I won't get into it because I'll put you to sleep at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But there's a lot of research around the fact that if we can teach children at a young age that the world is a lot bigger than where they're at, their problems in their life will not seem as big, and they will be able to tackle and problem solve what's happening in their life because they know that the world is so much bigger and there's so much more out there. So, Robin, this has been fantastic. I'm super excited to share this broadcast and to share your inspirational story with so many people.
Thank you.
So thank you for having me. For those of you tuning in, rewind and take a look at what Robin has to offer in her industry. Her publishing company, Diplomat Books. There's a lot happening now, and there's a lot to come, which I love. And I'm going to end this, Robin, by saying dream, plan, and go.
Thank you.
That is awesome.
Thanks, Maria.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Thank you.